Alright, what's up, Wolfpack? You got the first filmed exercise of the day. It's very late into the workout. Um, I only have two exercises left. So, I'm trying to figure out if I kind of want to just do an exercise for fun. So I can also have something record, or well, like a second exercise recorded. Because I'm going to be honest, it's been really busy here today. So I've been struggling to get some get some spots for me to film without, causing too much of a disturbance. But we're doing probably my least favorite exercise to film, and that's my I don't even know the name of this, to be honest. I call it like a cat meow, but I know there's an actual name for it. You guys will see why I call it a cat meow. But like, it's basically just a wrist curl, but on a cable. But I'm gonna get this warm up set out of the way. 17 and a half pounds, nothing too crazy. Do as many as I feel like, and then we'll get into the first working sets. But yeah, like you see why I low key forgot the name. Just do these. But yeah, I feel like when I'm filming these, it's very uneventful because of how short the range of motion is. Like that's it. All right, I'm gonna get in the first working set. One thing I do like is that these are pretty easy to load up. So we're going to 67 and a half pounds. First working set. Normally when I did these, when I did the 30-day challenge, I feel like I wasn't getting a full range of motion. Like I was talking about how short my warm-up set range of motion was. Like my working set and warm-up set during that was so much lower. Like here, I'll do it quick just to do it. But like I was doing that. Like that's nothing. Like I could rep out the full stack for probably 20 and not feel a thing. So I've been trying to make it a little bit more, just give a little more of a, just a range of motion thing, I guess. One thing I wanted to talk about is just thank you guys for the support on the past couple videos. um, the Yeet review, that one's doing good as of right now. Like as I'm speaking, that one's like I think my fourth most popular video outside of the short stuff. So, like I said, thank you guys. Hopefully, you're still enjoying the content. Um, which, speaking of music, um, to the people who don't know, Kanye dropped "Bully." I believe like around like 4 a.m. Saturday. Like it was a very weird time. Um, in my humble opinion, the album's not that good. I think I really am hoping that Kanye does some kind of updates, or Ye. I hope he does a decent amount of updates, especially on like one thing that really annoyed me was like the chorus on Preacher Man. Like I'm pretty sure there was like AI vocals there prior, which is why it sounds so like vastly different from the start. But like that really annoyed me. Like I wish he kind of just kept the same mixing from the first portion to the first chorus and even the second chorus. Like that, there's a lot of like I guess just mixing issues that I'm really not a fan of. But like Kanye doesn't even sound bad on the album. Like like one song I really fucked with was Mama's Favorite. Like I think I had that on repeat the entirety of Saturday. Like it's a really really emotional song. Very much a very much a good song in my opinion. But like that, and then Sisters and Brothers, I thought was pretty good. But the rest of the album, I'll be honest, I really could care less about. So I still think it's better than Yeat's album though. Like I think it's a lot better. Um, but I am also slightly biased towards just Kanye in general. But this is probably one of my least favorite albums by him. Like if I had to rank it, got some hot takes for the Kanye rankings here, but I would go Volt or actually Donda 2, Vultures 2, Bully, Vultures. Low key, wait, hold on. I missed 808s and Heartbreaks. I think 808s and Heartbreaks sucks. So I'm gonna put 808s and Heartbreaks right behind Bully. So it'd be Donda 2, Vultures 2, 808s and Heartbreaks, Bully, Vultures, and then if you guys want me to go fully in depth, I will. But like that's kind of my bottom 5 right there. Really not a fan of 808s and Heartbreak. Like I think I'm more likely to enjoy like it's like some Mozart than 808s and Heartbreak. Actually no, because people fuck with more Mozart. What's like a let me think of something. I'd probably listen to. I'm definitely more likely to listen to an Ian album than 808s and Heartbreak. Like for sure. I think I'm gonna be honest. I think Ian hates a little much, and that's coming from a Tyler fan. So, there's something there. Anyways, I'm gonna get this first working set out of the way. Like I said, 67.5 pounds. We'll try to go to failure. I feel like since I've kind of upped the range of motion from the 30 days, I really haven't, I've really been struggling to get to failure, I think. So I'm going to try. Okay. My wrists were really starting to kill me right there. I think if my wrists weren't hurting, I definitely could have done more. Like my arms don't even feel fatigued. But like right here on the wrist, it's messed up a little bit. But I am gonna go up and wait. Go to 72.5. Just so I don't, go too crazy. You think with the 2 hours I've been here, you think I would have something prepared to talk about outside of that, out of what I've already said. But I really don't. What could I talk about? Oh, actually, so this Friday coming up, I'm gonna be heading back home for a birthday celebration. So Friday, I plan on actually filming in the morning, film my lower day, mainly because home gym isn't really the best for a leg day or abs. So I'm gonna film it in the morning. Luckily, I'm pretty sure my accounting class, I'm pretty sure she said we have no class that day. The writing seminar is something that I'm skipping because it's a class, or it's one that I don't want to do. And philosophy, I don't need to attend. The attendance is not required. So I'm probably gonna film a morning session so I can at least get the proper workout in. So expect a morning video, or at least like afternoon, like 12 to 1. I don't know. Which I feel like my mom's not gonna be super happy that I'm skipping technically 2 classes, but it's fine. Like, I the only time I really skip my writing seminar class is when I don't want to do the the class. Like one thing we've had to do basically the entire year are these things called like no credit activities, and it's like, oh, we gotta attend office hours or go to the library. Like I'm not trying to do all that, so that's like 6% of my grade that's gone because I don't find that super enjoyable. But I'm doing that intentionally. This is like a peaceful protest in a sense, because I'm not trying to go to the library and I'm not trying to do office hours. You know, it's more just me being stubborn than anything. Like I bet you if I enjoyed office hours or I enjoyed the library, I probably would be doing it. But it's fun. Which, speaking of that class, I just finished my paper for the album review that I was telling you guys a while back ago. I'm pretty sure it's the longest essay I've ever done. Like I mean, this might not sound too crazy to everybody around here, but it was 5 pages. That's a lot for me. I think it was like over 2,000 words. Like that that's a lot for me. I don't really care if you think, oh, that's nothing, but that's a lot for me. But like one thing that really annoyed me was finding evidence of or I had to find other people's opinions and use it as evidence. Like that really annoyed me because at the end of the day, the paper is supposed to be your opinion. You can't really find evidence for your opinion. And like music, it can go in so many different ways, Like there's so many different themes that people can gather from one album that like it really annoyed me. Just because I think my thought process of what Let's Start Here by Yachty, what I thought was going on in the album is so much different than what I think most people are thinking about. And I'm not saying that to sound different, maybe I'm wrong. Because I'll be honest, I didn't do a whole lot of research when I did the evidence because I was like really annoyed. But like if my professor is seeing this, don't put evidence for an opinionated piece, you know. Anyways, I'm going to do the last working set. Gonna do it. I don't know why I said that weirdly. I'm gonna do the last working set. 72.5 pounds, like I said. And then either you guys are gonna see me do some bicep thing, or you'll see me do a little fun exercise. Just something, just because I want to have a little bit of fun. Oh, I have another thing to talk about. I'll talk about it next clip. Because this was like a really big thing that happened to me on Saturday. All right. Okay. I might switch out this forearm exercise. I really don't want my wrist to kind of be a limiting factor, even though it is a wrist curl. But that's the end of the first clip. I'll turn back on the camera when I got another exercise ready. I'll see you guys then. All right, Wolfpack. I literally just filmed the last clip. I'm doing the fun exercise because I feel like doing it. So, too bad if if my chest isn't going to grow as good, even though it is kind of a weak point. But I'm going to do a warm-up set. I think I got 100 on here. Just do however many I feel like.
Not too bad though. That's all right. I don't know. Actually, you guys understand.
All right. Move it up to. We'll try 145 for now. 10 minutes until unpack deck. All right. But the thing that came to my mind, last clip was I was scrolling through my camera roll Saturday night, and I found a photo from me in ninth grade, and I think I've talked about in the past how ninth grade was like my peak weight. Like I was fat, but like I'll put up the photo somewhere is on here, but like that I saw that photo and I was like, damn, it was really that bad. Like you could see a double chin without me trying to make a double chin. Like that was it was really, really shocking. I was texting my mom about it on Sunday. I was like, I sent her the photo and I was like, man, I was fat. She was probably like weirded out. She was probably like, like I don't know why he's letting me know. But like, I really am happy that I kind of got on this fitness journey, even though there's a 5-year difference. In only 2 of those years I've actually started going to the gym. But yeah, it was rough. Like I look bloated. I don't have other photos because I'll be honest, I never took physique photos up until I started doing this YouTube stuff. Like I never did any of that because I could really care less about my physique at that time. But like, I was pretty fat. Like that was when I would wear hoodies like basically every single minute of the day. But like, and anything I kind of want to get at is, just move. Like I said, from the difference between that photo and me right now is there's about a 30-pound difference. And the only thing I really have done consistently between those 5 years is just I really just started walking a decent amount. I do train somewhat intensely, but you don't need to train intensely to lose weight. As long as you are consistent enough and and do some kind of movement that isn't part of your daily routine. And what I mean by daily routine, I mean you waking up, you doing your stuff around your house, you working at your job. Like do something outside of that involves some kind of movement. People make fun of like the people who will like attach themselves to like bungee ropes, and like they start like bouncing back and forth. But like they're still doing more movement than half the people in the US right now. Like I'm pretty sure this could be an outdated statistic, and I also could get the statistic completely wrong, but I want to say it's like 3 out of 4 Americans don't do any form of exercise, which that's not good. you got to get some kind of movement in. And another difference I would say between the 9th grade photo of me and me now is I eat so much more food now. Like back in 9th grade, I was probably eating like 4 slices of pizza like once a week. But like now I can eat like a whole pizza in like 3 days a week, and I still weigh less. It truly is just that the amount of movement that I do in a day is really able to, it allows me to offset the 30 pounds that I would have if I weren't to do that. So please move. Doesn't have to be intense weight training like I do, but do some kind of movement. But I am going to get this first working set out of the way. 145. Just go to failure.
I know it, dude. I don't want it.
Okay.
You know what? I thought someone
Not a bad set. Did way more reps than I'd want to, but still got close. I'll go 175. Yeah, I got one more set. Alright. But yeah. Let me think of some other stuff to talk about. Oh, one thing I am going to commit to Thursday. I've I've been saying this for weeks now, how I want to do a day in the life video and how I've really just been kind of fucking it up. Like I don't like the length of certain things. I don't like sometimes I'm just forgetting stuff. But this Thursday, I'm just gonna film it. Don't really care how it goes out, or if there's parts I miss, if there's parts I don't like, or stuff like that. You know, at the end of the day, I've been prolonging it too long for me to not have like anything that I'm kind of proud of, I guess. But that's it. I'm gonna do this last working set kind of quickly, but it's all right.
What we doing here?
175. Just like last set, go close to or to failure.
Oh, no. But
Okay. That's it for now. If I feel like filming another exercise, I will, but I'll turn it back on if I feel like it. All right, well, pick. Hold on, let me turn this on real quick. Okay. So normally I wouldn't film a third for days like this, but I'll be honest, I wasn't a big fan of the pec deck filming, mainly because there's a guy kind of waiting the entire time, and I didn't want to waste too much of his time. You know, we're close to the gym closing. You know, at the end of the day, I've said this a bunch of times, but me filming is so much less important than anybody else working, doing any kind of movement, any kind of working out. You know, if I am impeding in their kind of progress, I'm not gonna feel great about it. So he was waiting there the entire time, and I just felt awful. I also didn't like being watched, but that was more just, you know, that. But we got bicep curls. Warm up. We got 22.5 pounds. Just do how many I feel like. Okay. Not a bad warm-up set. Go to 52 for now. I don't know how, you know, ripe the biceps are. But one thing I'll say, If you have any opinions that you'd want me to talk about, or anything you'd want to hear my opinion on, I should say, leave it in the comments. I've said this a bunch, but chances are me and you have the similar interests, because you probably wouldn't be watching me if we had different interests. So, I probably have some kind of opinion on something you want to know about. Leave it in the comments. If you want me to give an album review, leave the album in the comments, and then I'll review it next video. And then maybe I'll put your comment on the in the video, and you'll get like a kind of a shout out for a niche channel. But you do what you want to do. What else can I talk about? I'm gonna be honest. The reason I don't really film the third sets anymore is because I usually have nothing to say for the first two to begin with. So it's really difficult to get something to talk about for the third. So let me do some quick research, and oh, you guys don't know this, but for the people who do fantasy basketball, recently it was my basketball fantasy championship. I don't know how much I've talked about. My basketball fantasy league in general, but it's a 6-man league, and I've low-key just been whooping ass. To be honest though, a lot of them are kind of new. This is only my second time ever doing a basketball fantasy, but like a lot of the people in the league are new. So it was me and a friend of mine, and the entire week of the fantasy championship, he was like, "Yeah, you're gonna lose, bud." Like he was like Kevin Garnett. It's pulling a real Kevin Garnett, just shit talking the entire time. Come Sunday, I whoop his ass. And when I mean whoop his ass, I mean I beat him by 4 points. And I was happy. If he kept in Drew Holiday, I would have lost. So luckily, he was kind of an idiot. Or well, I shouldn't say he was kind of an idiot, because I'll be honest, Drew Holiday wasn't playing too well. But he was an idiot that he took out Drew Holiday for a bench warmer. I'm pretty sure. I don't know what made him think that was a good play to bring a bench warmer in, but that's what he did. But I beat him. Texted him shit on, and I've low-key been in a good mood because of that. Now I need to think of more stuff to talk about. I guess I could talk about I could just talk about the gaming stuff. I'll be honest. There's obviously the one Terraria video that you guys can't even see the screen. You could hear it though, but I kind of want to do when I get back out of college, when I have my own room to myself, no roommate. I wanna film some gaming videos. My question for you guys is if you guys think I should put it on a separate channel entirely, stream it, and not do videos, or I just put the videos on here. I feel like if we're going hobby-wise here, video games are like one of my only 3 hobbies. So I at least want you guys to know me more than just me lifting. I think at times these videos get quite repetitive, considering half the videos are me doing the same exercises, like me with the bicep curl, So, let me know. Let me know if you guys want me to stream. If I stream, chances are I will do it because I would probably prefer streaming. Just because you guys know I don't really like to edit much, and streaming I don't really got to edit. But then again, streaming makes it a lot more of a pain in the ass for you guys. And I also would probably have to do it for longer than if I were to record a video. So let me know. Maybe you guys will see a Rocket League video, or a League of Legends video, or a Terraria video, or some other game that I have on my computer. I got a lot of games. I think I got 200 on Steam. A lot of them I don't play though. I'd say it's more like 30 that I actually play. But I have about 200. No Steam family. I'm the one and only breadwinner. But yeah, let me know. Let me know either comments, DM me. Mostly my friends watch these videos, so if you guys want to text me, you can. But I don't really see why you would. Anyways, I'm gonna do 52.5 pounds. Try to go to failure. We'll see. I got an itch on my nose. All right, low key, running it early so I can itch my nose. Maybe not the most optimal thing in the world, but I don't care. I don't care. You say what you want to say. Man. Oh, one thing I can actually talk about is I really want to move. I'm really starting to hate New York. Even with the good weather and all that. I feel like I need to be in a place where I can move a little more, Like I've been considering going to Texas. Like I mean, that's been like a kind of a long time spot for me to move to, is just Houston. Mainly because I'm a Texans fan. But like half the shit that like I watch / enjoy is in Texas. So I figured why not be in person? Why not, Like I want to learn how to drive. Or well, I shouldn't say learn how to drive. I want to get my license because I know how to drive. Friends might say I'm a shitty driver because I failed 2 tests. And, they don't trust me behind the wheel, but I trust myself to an extent. At the end of the day, the biggest reason I have failed both of my tests is just because of nerves. I think if I'm not nervous, I'm a good driver. So, maybe I gotta work on my nerves. Just learn to chill out, take some ashwagandha prior to the test. But I want to do that. I want to go to Texas, and I want to go to a bodybuilding gym. Planet Fitness is cool and all, but Planet Fitness doesn't have everything that I want. I want a lateral raise machine. I want a lat pullover machine. I want a hella machines. And Planet Fitness and here don't really got it. And obviously the home gym, very unlikely that it's gonna have it. I'm not gonna spend $10,000 on a lat pullover just for it to take up like half the space in my basement. Like you gotta have some practicality with a home gym. But like I really do wanna leave New York. Whether I, transfer colleges, which as of right now, I don't think is an option. But whether I want to transfer colleges or I'm out of college and I just want to move, I really do want to do it. New York, I'm really just bored of New York. Like I guess that's the best way to put it. New York's not that fun, or at least where I'm at. I'm not from New York City, so maybe New York City's cool. Maybe I'd enjoy the city vibe, but I'm from upstate New York, so not much is happening in upstate New York. Well, I don't even know how many. I know like a good chunk of the population in New York State is from just New York City. I don't know how much, like the percentage ratio, but I want to say at least 70% is in New York City. I don't know. Maybe I'll throw up the statistic somewheres. I don't know yet, or I don't know. What time is it? Oh, maybe I should get moving. I got 20 minutes before my stuff gets stolen out of my locker. So we got 57.5 pounds on the bar. Go to failure, just like I normally do, or well, like I try to do. And then yeah, I'll say my stuff. Just remembered I got a test to study for tomorrow. Shit. All right. Okay. Running it right there. I feel like I used a little bit too much back on that last rep right there. Whew. Overall, happy with the lift. If you guys enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe, share with your favorite friends and coworkers. If you have anything you'd want me to talk about, leave it in the comments. I'm more than willing to talk about it. If you want to follow me on other platforms, there'll be a link tree in the description. You guys can follow my Instagram, my Twitter, my Twitch, and maybe other stuff if I make other stuff. Make sure you do your laundry, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.